Alright guys, so before we get into this video, I just wanted to make a quick announcement and thank you to our sponsorships again, Amino, for sponsoring this video. I just want to give you guys a little exclusive opportunity for those of you who follow me on Amino. So basically, just to give you like a brief summary of what Amino is, if you haven't seen my last video, it's pretty much an app with a bunch of different communities you can join. So specifically, I've joined the reptile community. There's polls, quizzes, a news feed, everything you can ever imagine about reptiles. You can ask questions, you can go on forums, chats to know anything about your reptiles. It will be in that reptile topic along with any other topics you have interest in. That's what Amino is, just a big mobile community for a bunch of, you know, specific topic lovers. So I will leave my username right here to go follow me on Amino. If you haven't done already, you must do it because this is pretty exciting. Just give me a sec. I came up with this myself. So what you do is go to the Amino app and then you click on reptiles. So that is the cute little opening for today's picture. And you will go to my profile and then scroll down and there is a Taylor's Zoo quiz. If you literally watch every living, breathing second of my videos, then you will definitely get 100. I actually just posted it and someone already got 100, which is totally crazy, and I love seeing your guys' results. So you definitely should download this, and all you have to do is click Start Quiz, and it will give you a countdown. So I'll give you a little preview of one of the questions. How did Calypso lose his or her tail? Actually, this is a trick question because a lot of you may not know. So I'm not even going to answer it. I'm just going to quit. I want to see you guys do it, and I want you to comment down below on my Amino profile what your total score was, and I will be listing the top 3 in my next video on who has the top 3 scores. So I will be leaving the Amino download link, my username in the description, and also in a pinned comment down below. If you have not downloaded Amino, you can download it easily. It's for Android and iPhone. Join Reptiles Amino and search my name and then click on my profile and take the quiz if you want. I just think it'd be fun to do a little something different to test your guys' knowledge. So definitely get back to me on how you guys did, and yeah, so let's get into the video. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am still sick, unfortunately, but I'm gonna power through this one. So basically, if you guys haven't known, if you don't follow me on Snapchat, I moved. So long story, I'm not gonna go through it all, but just know I had to move for location purposes because the other place me and Michael moved was way too far from everything, so that's why we moved. Anyway, in today's video, I'm going to be introducing you guys the new pet room. So new year, new pet room. Let's get into it. Before we get into it, actually, I just want to make a couple of announcements. A lot of you have been asking where Sin is, where Aries is. Trust me, they're alive. They're in great hands. Most of you know Sin was not eating for me. And Michael has a cousin who is like an expert with snakes and reptiles and stuff like that. So I figured I'd ask him for help because, you know, Sin wasn't eating. I didn't know if it was the environment. She just didn't like the food. So I gave her to Michael's cousin and I said, listen, my snake is not eating. And he has, you know, a ball python too. And so basically he got her to eat for me. So I will be getting her soon. It's just I had to give her, I wanted to put her in someone's hands that I know I could trust, you know, without taking her to a vet and assuming the worst. I wanted to give her to someone who had experience with ball pythons. I never had experience with ball pythons. I knew they were picky eaters and such, but I've literally tried everything to get her to eat. Every rat, every fuzzy pinky, everything you can name it, I tried. So I figured why not let him try, and he definitely got her to eat. And with Aries, we don't have Aries at the moment because we moved and he's okay, the doggo is a lot. Like, Aries is a lot. He's very, not only destructive. I don't care about that part. He can destroy anything he wants, but he's just always like, you know, he always wants to be pet and everything. He likes to be with people. He likes to be under people. He loves people. So it's just, we hired movers and we figured it would be better off if he would just stay with Michael's mom for now while we moved. And I just wanted to puppy-proof this house or this apartment before I could get him in here. I just want to make that announcement, but let's get on to this video because I can't wait to show you the pet room. It's been 3 months since I had a pet room. In the first house me and Michael lived in, I had a pet room. Then the apartment we moved into, I didn't have one. We had to share a room with the pets. And then this one, they have their own little spot to hang out, and Kit Kat has her own little place to go. So I'll be showing you around. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so I just want to let you know in this video you're going to be experiencing some hands-on stuff. This is what I do for my pets, every little detail I do, how I do it, where it is, and all that jazz. Alright guys, before you go into the pet room, I just wanted to say I didn't have room to put this tank anywhere in the pet room, so it's currently on the countertop in the kitchen, but it's just the other tank I had my other beta in. But yeah, we got a new one, and he is very, very shy. Like, he will just sit behind the filter and not come out, and then he'll come out and then you'll walk past him and he'll just run back in there. But that is our beta that we did not name yet. Alright guys, so this is the pet room door, and when you first walk in, Kit Kat is waiting to leave, but when you first walk in, there is a wall. I was going to put something here, like a portrait of Fitz, that'd be great, but I'm not gonna do it yet. So then you come into the actual room, and this is it. So when you first walk in, I have Kit Kat's little plaything right here. I got it from Five Below, and it's just like a little cat tunnel or whatever. So I keep it in here because she comes in here to use the potty, and then she also comes in here to look at all the other animals, so I figure I just have that in here for her. So first I'm going to show you guys the closet, which isn't really much to look at, but I just have extra kitty litter in there, a vacuum, my ring light, a couple of decorations that they're supposed to be in tanks right now, but I figure like my tanks look a little better when it's not so cluttered. And then I have my roaches over there, and I'm keeping them in this closet because the heat tends to stay in this closet, so I don't really need a heat mat for them because it's kind of hot in there anyway. And then at the bottom, that's just extra substrate for the snakes and everything. Well, sin. Then you come up here, and I just have a bucket for the water changes. I have a rug cleaner just to keep Fitz poops anywhere. And I have the extra dragon food that was from the other video. A cat carrier, 2 shoe boxes, because that's what the reptiles went in when I moved. And a scarf there, which I sometimes wrap Fitz in or put in the cat carrier. Alright guys, so after the closet, it is the first setup, which is Calypso and Sin's setup. Up top, you will see the crickets, and this is what I feed all of my animals, every single one of them. I need to fill their food back up though. I don't really use these shelves as much as I used to. This is all the extra food and stuff in the top shelf, and some of the extra food dishes and just anything extra I would need. The second shelf has all of the superworms, but it's really weird. When I buy my superworms from PetSmart, they all die. Like, I can only buy them from an expo or they will not live at all. And then down here, you will just have the extra pet food containers, extra egg cartons, extra containers for the lizards. So a lot of these were like superworms containers, but I use this to get Calypso to the new apartment. Right here is a scale, so I have been weighing Calypso and Chimichanga, and Fitz won't even fit on the scale, but I use this to weigh them, so that just stays here too. I mean, I could put this somewhere, but I just choose not to. And right here, you have Calypso's tank. And Calypso is all the way back there on the side. Now over here, even though despite all of the animals, I think this is probably my favorite part because I came up with this little thing where all of these used to be in the drawers, but now I have them in this little bin on the outside because this is what I use the most in the, you know, pet care. So this is just the water testers when I have to change the water. This is all Calypso's food, the insects' food, Fitz's treats, the fish's food, calcium, toothpicks to stir up Calypso's food. And then over here I have paper towels just in case. I have a net, a cup to fill water bowls underneath, a turkey baster, if that's what it's even called. I highly doubt that's what it's called in the fish community, but some tongs, and I just use this Hermit Crab case as a little holder. And then on the side, I just have this water sprayer. And then we're just moving on to the second shelf, which you see in my Pac-Man frogs tag. It's nothing special. There's just dirt in there that I need to replace eventually. And this one, this is just all my holiday decorations. So everything from Halloween is in here. And I didn't decorate for Christmas, so there's none in there. But those are also some other decorations as well. And then at the bottom, you just have Sin's tank. So I'm not really going to do like a preview of their tanks because you already know what Sin's tank did look like when I had her in there. Then coming over here is nothing special. This is just a bunch of wires that I had for like extension cords and stuff. They're all going to go in that box so it looks neat. And then the trash can, which you probably don't want to look at. Alright, so now moving on to the top. This houses my Hermit Crabs, excess decorations and stuff. The Leopard Gecko's tank and Misc's tank. For the Hermit Crabs tank, they usually tend to burrow on this side, so I filled it with more dirt because I had to replace the other dirt. That's why there's not, 6 inches in here. It's only like, a couple inches. And then over there is the salt water. I use a little like scrubby brush in there so they could climb in and out. And then I just give them their fruits and veggies, the water bowl, their fresh water, the Hermit Crab shells, and then a Hermit Crab hideout for them. Coming to the second shelf, this is all the fish products. So like I have Quick Start in there, which is like, my #1 best friend because I can't wait for a tank to be cycled when I'm moving fish constantly. This is Fitz's stuff, so any extra bowls, anything Fitz related will go in here. And this is just another thing for wires and aquariums. So this is like, there's like a pump in here and another heater in there. So next we're going to be moving on to Chimichanga's tank. I have to say, him and Mishu's tank are probably my favorites. Warm hide, his cool hide, and then the humidity box and some water. And then the calcium dish is back there. And there's Chimmy. He's been very active lately, he or she. Down here after Chimmy's tank, you have Mishu's tank. And this is the other stinker that has been active lately. I'm not even complaining, it's like the best thing ever, but... Alright, so right next to Mishu's tank you have Kit Kat's litter box, nothing special to look at. And I also got this rug. Well, I've had this rug in the other apartment, in the other house. But it's just a brown carpet that I thought would accentuate, what's that word? The color of the tanks and stuff. Last but not least, we have Fitz's tank and the Platies tank in the last unit. So I'm planning on getting Fitz a tank upgrade very soon. There's like a 4-foot one or 3-foot one that I've been wanting to get her. So I'm going to be getting that very soon because she definitely outgrew this tank. She's basically the size of the tank, but this is her tank. I took a lot of the decorations out because again she's kind of big and I want her to have room to walk around and stuff in there if she needs to. She normally just stays there or I'll take her out and she'll run around. I know you all are cringing over my coil UVB bulb. I'm going to be switching to a tube one when I get her bigger tank. So trust me, this will all come together eventually. And then right here, I just have the cover I use to cover her at night. And then on this other side, I have a mister. I don't mist her down. I just put this here just cause. And then I have a towel just in case there's a water spill with the Platies. And that's definitely not safe, but we're just going to ignore that. So on the bottom, and last but not least, these are all of my Platies. So I have a red Mickey Mouse Platy. I have I have a marigold Platy in the very, very back. Those two are boys. And then this is a boy and a girl. They're Green Lantern Platies. So that is just my small community right now. This side I just have one of my 2.5 gallon tanks and then I just filled it with plants just in case I want to add to one of the tanks. And then on the bottom is just another miscellaneous thing. It's full of like Fitz's leash, a syringe, and other stuff just in case. So yeah guys, that is pretty much the pet room. Kit Kat, do you want to give the introduction?